YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Coming to you guys today because about a month ago I had to get the front brakes on my Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Had to get those replaced. For anybody who's been following me on my channel for some time will know that I bought my 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT with about, what is it, like high 4,000s, low 5,000 miles on it. So it wasn't brand new, but it was brand new to me at least, but it didn't come with like 0 miles on it. So when I, of course, getting used cars, sometimes the dealer, they may not, switch out the brakes. They might not, if it got low miles on it, the brakes might not even need to be replaced, which I'm sure that was the scenario with my Jeep. They didn't need to be changed out. So, they kept what was on it. The dealers, they're going to try to save money best way they can, especially if they're selling a used car. So, with me, I probably put like 800 to 1,000 miles on this car a month. I feel like that's pretty light driving. That's about 10 to 12,000 miles a year. So really busy. So I couldn't go ahead and put the brakes and rotors on myself. So had to get them replaced. I noticed I was hearing, like, one night I was headed somewhere and had my windows down. I heard like little weird sound when I was braking. I'm like, nah, this shit don't sound right. This car don't make no sounds. I mean, it's pretty much practically a new car, so what the fuck is it making sounds for? So got out, was checking by the brakes, and the pads did look a little low, like they were wearing a little bit. So took it to a local shop, and they told me just, of course, what I thought. It was the brake pads and the rotor. So we went ahead and got that changed out, and I did the Brembo pads that was actually on the car originally, and also the Mopar rotors. And you see the parts on this car, they are extremely expensive. Brake disc fronts, it was 2 of them, $312. Blah blah blah, $312 each, $624. And then the brake pad set for the front, $352. Shop supplies, whatever I guess they use to fix everything or put on the front brakes and rotors all together came out to be, for just the parts, $990.72. You see the sales tax in Chicago, I think it's about 10%, 10.5%. See, it's high as hell. Taxes alone was pretty much $99.51, almost $100, pretty much $100. Taxes, labor, $183.99. Brake caliber, service per axle, $40. Disc rotors, remove and replace, $144. All this shit came out to be $1,254. Like I said, I wish I had time to put them on myself, but I didn't have the time, so I had to go ahead and get this done. I'm not the type of person to wait around for shit like this, for it creates more problems, so I'll just go ahead and get it done. Just letting you know, for anybody who's planning on purchasing Jeep SRT, Hellcat, Charger, Challenger, whether the Jeep is 13 all the way up to 18, whether the Hellcat is 15 all the way up to 18, eventually you will have to do this. That 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty does not cover your brakes and rotors. I'm almost 100% positive of that. So for wear and tear of different things in your car, you will have to cover that yourself. So be prepared. When you are buying a car like this, you cannot really complain about the maintenance of this car, because you have to do your research, and these are high-end cars. These are high-performance cars. They eat a lot of oil, they eat a lot of gas, and a lot of things wear down based off it being a performance vehicle. So just showing you guys this video just to let you know, You know, if you at some point have to change front and back, you know, probably gonna be anywhere between $2,000 and $2,500, $2,000 to $2,500. You know, it can vary depending on what state you live in, of course. But overall, this is probably what you're going to be paying. Most parts, I would say, state to state, they're around the same price. Some states it might be a little, you know, $50 off, $100 off here, but overall, they will be around the same ballpark. I will say, you know, doing your research is probably the best before getting a car, for sure. Like, do your research. I mean, you know, you can afford it. Make sure you can afford every single thing that can possibly happen to this car. If it's not covered by any type of warranties or anything, just make sure you can afford it. That's my best advice I can give to anyone. Fortunately, the back brakes and rotors didn't need to be changed. They were about at 85%, he said. So I just told myself, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get those changed, just because you know, I don't think it was needed, and he also agreed with me that it wasn't really needed. So we just went ahead and did the front. So just, you know, I was like, I'll just spend the $1,200, get that out of the way, since the back ones that need to be done. But overall, you know, you will be coming out of pocket for anybody who's planning to get a Jeep SRT, Hellcat. All this stuff will range around the same ballpark. Now, if you plan on not getting like the Brembo brake pads and things like that, and you decide to go with another brand that might be way cheaper, just make sure you do your research and reviews on other owners of that particular car, whether it's a Jeep SRT, Hellcat, Charger, Challenger, whatever, Trackhawk, things of that sort. Make sure you do your research on the compatibility and how those brakes and rotors actually perform on those vehicles before you go ahead and just buy them because they're cheaper. I just wanted to stick to what was on the vehicle, so I just bought everything original, Brembos and the Mopar rotors. So just letting you guys know, be prepared, whether you're going to be paying out of pocket, paying with credit card, just be prepared to pay the price. Shit is expensive, and you know, it costs if you want to be the motherfucking boss. Just being honest. You boss of the road, you rolling around a Hellcat, any SRT, whether it's an old one or a new one, you a boss. Because, you know, American muscle, it's aggressive, it intimidates a lot of people, so you the boss. That's how I look at it. Anybody Mopar gang, you the boss. You know, just trying to look out for anybody who's watching this video, man, who might already have a newer Jeep or Hellcat and haven't had to service it for anything like brakes or rotors. And you know, just letting you know what you might have to look into for the future, because you will be paying this at some point if you're planning on keeping the vehicle. Anybody who's going to be new purchasing, you know, I'm letting you know, just be prepared for this. And you know, all of this stuff that I'm pointing out on this receipt is real. All this shit is real, you know. So make sure that you are prepared, and you know, like I said, everything's real, man. Everything's real on this receipt, man. Everything's is what you're looking to pay in the future. So I just want to thank everybody for watching. Please comment your opinions or any questions you have below. You guys have a great and blessed day.